Rollin with Rollin. Hello, this is FD from Rollin with FD, and I want to tell you about the 5,000 subscriber contest. If you can help us get to 5,000 subscribers, we have something for you. First, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, you make yourself eligible for the contest. After you subscribe, leave your favorite player or players in the comments and let us know who those players are. And once you subscribe and leave your favorite players, you're eligible for the contest. First place for those who win, you'll get a card or cards of your favorite players listed up to $1,000. Second place, the second place winner will receive one card or cards of your favorite players listed up to $250. And for third place, there will be 5 winners. Each winner will receive one piece of Rollin with FD merch, and one lucky winner of those 5 will receive 2 pieces of Rollin with FD merch. Please remember, to enter the contest, you first need to subscribe, and second, you need to leave your favorite player or players in the comments. Once you do both, you have entered the Rollin with FD Road to 5,000 subscriber contest. Help us get there. We really want to, but we know we can't do it without your help. Thank you. Welcome to Rollin with FD. Today we're doing something quite different. We're on Melrose Boulevard in LA, and we're with a great artist that I've been wanting to talk to for quite a while. Yalee.
Yalee. What's up? Love.
In the house. And we're going to talk about his background, his music, and much more during this conversation as we stroll around.
Let's go.
So step with us.
Step with us.
Who's rolling with FD? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
What? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
Talk to him.
Hi everyone, it's Monique from Drip and it's Drip time.
I want to tell everyone out there about Drip. Drip is a live streaming platform where you can buy sports cards, Pokemon cards, Funkos, or other collectible items at the click of a button from your phone. Use my link here and in the description below to receive $15 off your first purchase of $20 or more anywhere in the app. Remember to use my code on dripshot.live for $15 off your first purchase. So let's just start real quick. Give the people who don't know. Tell them a little bit about your background, and then we're going to jump beyond that.
A little bit about the background is so much. You got to hit me with a question. I need.
Where you from?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Born and raised Dayton, Ohio. Moved to Texas a little bit when I was younger, and then moved back to Ohio and was raised there up until 17. Left home with a fake ID and moved to the East Coast.
Now, what took you to the East Coast? Walk us through. What took you to the East Coast, and what brought you to LA?
What took me to the East Coast is not wanting to end up like a lot of my bros growing up. A lot of them, majority of them, more than majority, aren't here. I wanted something different. I wanted to chase my dream in music. Ohio wasn't it at the time, so I had to leave and go try to turn my dream into reality, pretty much.
So let's jump into music. I always feel like people try to label me something, and I would think people try to label you. How would you describe what music you make in your creative side? What is it really? Because when I listen to it, I hear a mixture of things. I hear R&B, I hear rap, I hear soul music, I hear your story too. So how would Yalee describe?
I would say I make, you can say hip hop soul, because I make music for the soul. I like to tell a story. I want you to feel it. I like to paint a picture, and I like to do it on different type of genres where we can take a classical type, Adele Smith type music, and then put rap lyrics, but sing the rap lyrics on top of it. Something that nobody really can do or is doing.
So let's jump into your music. You write your own stuff.
I got to. Telling my story, I have to.
So you're writing your own music, you're telling your life story, kind of your lyrics. Let's jump in and walk me through some of your songs, get a title, and let the people know when they listen to it, what are they going to hear about Yalee? What are they going to learn?
So Ghetto Prayer is the new single, and the title is literally explains it's a ghetto prayer. So I'm really being myself, kind of talking to God, asking him for forgiveness, but I'm being very vivid, very detailed about what I'm going through. Because during the pandemic was the only time I've ever really felt like I was suffering from depression, even though I've been through way worse. But I felt like catching a body for somebody that I was not on good terms with. So the thoughts is going through my head. I'm bored. It's a bunch of women that's around, and so I'm asking the God to shine His light on me. But I'm explaining the story and what's going on, and then I remember the WAP song was out, so it was like these girls.
I heard that lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm being very.
They say they got WAP, but I want to know.
I gotta see it.
You guys gotta
I
see
gotta
it.
see it, and
Yeah.
if that head game weak, I don't believe it.
That's right.
But basically, I'm asking God to shine His light on me because I'm not supposed to be thinking about that. It's like clear my thoughts. The only way to bring in, the only way to remove darkness is to shine light on it.
Hold up, Eric. I want to do something. I want you to give them the hook. Because to me, the hook catches people.
So it goes, Lord, come over, shine your light on me. Cause my thoughts been so dark that I can hardly see. Lord, come over, shine your light on me. Cause I've been having murder on my mind indeed. So, yeah.
Gets deep.
It gets deep. I feel like I'm gonna talk about what people are thinking often through my music. So
that makes me want to ask you a question about inspiration.
mm,
What artists inspirate you or not, and why?
I'm gonna be honest. The only artist that inspires me are my bros that do music, because I know they real story and I know that they telling the truth, number one. So no artist really inspires me. I'm self-motivated because what I've been through. I'm just here to really tell my story because I see a lot of youth really looks up to me. Well, the fan base that I have. So it's like I can't leave them hanging. I gotta give them the real me, and I gotta give them the real scenarios of what goes down, you know? Just trying to be somebody's medication. I just want to be somebody I wish I had growing up. So my mom inspires me and my dad inspires me, but when it comes to other artists,
And you all out there know those are the same two people that inspired me, mom and dad, for real. Let's talk about. I look at you as a very real artist. You tell your story, not somebody else's story.
That's deep.
You're not making up something.
Nah.
You're walking people through kind of chapters of your life.
Uh-huh.
How does that kind of artist? We listen to music every day on the radio. That probably isn't that.
Facts.
How does someone with the realness, because even on Rollin with FD, I come with what I really do.
Right.
We talk about real stuff that inspires me. How do you make that transition from being an artist that's putting out real music to getting into the ears of people through things like radio? Or do you want to go another route?
I'm going the independent route right now. I'm more since my music is so real and it's so true of a story, I'm more I call it the foot on ground effect. Like, not the more I can do face to face and get my music to people that way, whether it was meet and greets before the pandemic, I'm more of a foot on ground, and then let's catch the footage of that maybe to make other people go, why are all these kids running up to him, or why this, why that, let me check him out. Okay, now, 'cause I want you to understand it. I don't want my music to be forced on you. I want it to move you. I want it to hit your soul. After you listen to my music or watch an interview, I don't want you to feel like you need to go buy a big chain or the nicest car. Motherfucker, take care of your mama. Invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Because everything I've heard, I'm not hearing any of that. I'm not hearing let's hit the club.
Oh, no.
Let's buy jewelry.
Nah.
Let's talk about the whip.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. Cause at the end of the day, that's what they get us. That's what we brainwashed into thinking that we need once we get a little bit of money. Man, take care of the people that love you, because they're not gonna be around forever, you know? That car gonna always be around, and it's always gonna be the next year model of that car, but how many next year models of our mothers we gonna have?
That's right.
How many next year models of our brothers and sisters we gonna have? You get what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to I gotta live out what I'm talking about. I feel like that's what I'm doing. Example. Lead by example is what they call it, yeah.
So one thing I do want to talk to you about is like inspiration for young people. I feel like that's important to you. When you were coming up, you're an artist inside.
Uh-huh.
What were some outlets? What were some things you did to mature your art, grow yourself? Like, speak to the young people out there that may want to rap, sing, paint, do anything. What would you say?
What would I say to them that would want to do that?
Yeah.
change is good. Once you become 100% focused on something, and I mean 100%, everybody around you not gonna be 100%. And when I say that, nobody gonna love your passion like you do. So you have to understand that you might have to show up to places alone, mentally. Your conversation's gonna change. So I'm a big believer of, as soon as I meet somebody and our conversation ain't the same, I know where that person fits in my life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really just, it's cliche, but be your true self, because when you're your true self, you free. And once you feel free, the sky the limit. A lot of people don't feel free because they try to be something they're not. And when you try to be something that you're not, you can't be your true self.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love when people tell people, you full of yourself. Good. What else am I supposed to be full of? Am I supposed to be full of you? Or full of what the world think I should be? A lot of people might say you cocky. Don't get it mixed with confidence. I had to be my own cheerleader. I had to root for myself when nobody rooted for me.
Because you're going to hear a lot of people say, Yalee, you can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't make that. And they're speaking out of their own fields of fear
Their
of
own
failure.
fears. But I've been through some shit that is smaller than what they saying that I can't do. And I understand that. Once you understand something, like I said, once you understand how easy things can be, is when you free. And you're only gonna be free when you are your true self. If you goofy, funny, and happy all the time, don't be walking around trying to act tough. It ain't gonna work out.
We see a lot of that.
That's not you. But yeah, be your true self, man. Be your true self and feel free.
So walk us through some other songs that you have, the lyrics, and how it speaks to you.
So one of my songs on Spotify that's doing well is called Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is basically the whole thing that you said about people pointing their fears on you. So they told Lamar Jackson that he should run the ball and not be a quarterback. And then some people said he should be a quarterback and stop running the ball. But he got MVP because he didn't let nobody put him in a box.
Yeah.
So they told him stick to running and stick to passing. They told me stick to singing and stick to rapping. So I'm kind of letting you know in that song, you can't put me in no box. 'Cause I'm telling you my story, and I'm telling you that the way I fuel myself is through my pain. And nobody gonna understand your hustle if they never been through a real struggle.
And I'm a firm believer. I was just telling someone yesterday, as a matter of fact, is that everyone you meet tries to put you in a box. They want to put a label on it, and they want to put a lid on it. And then when they come back to you, they know who they're dealing with. And when they can't do that, it's when they become frustrated or get quiet, or they don't know how to handle you.
They hate
on you, do things like that.
Yep. And then another song is God Stay With Me. And basically I'm just asking God to, stay with me, because the devil, I'm saying God stay with me because the devil trying to play with me. And it's kind of like you said, once you hit a certain threshold, anytime something good happens, some sort of jealousy and evil gonna come with it. So God stay with me, because jealousy can get you killed. Jealousy can get you locked up. Jealousy can have you doing something that can get you out of character. So you gotta understand the signs of once you do something great or once you accomplish something, some sort of negativity is right behind it, because what will last long won't come easy. I'm just asking God to watch over my people that's here, still alive, and tell the ones that's in heaven with them that I miss them.
So in your music, you talk a lot about faith, God, and religion.
I don't say religion, God. I'm not a real religious. I just pray a lot.
Okay.
You know, when you lived out of your car for 6 months by yourself, and you lived in a room with no windows, which is worse than living out of the car, and it's just you gotta accept loneliness. But once you look back and see how far you come, or that you still breathing, that you still alive, and they told your mom to get an abortion of you because she was too young to have you and she didn't listen, that's why I wear the lion, because I'm fearless. But I have to control my fearlessness, right? Because my fearlessness can have me in a situation that can jeopardize everything I worked hard for. So not only is the lion fearless, he's also smart, and he's not the biggest animal in the jungle, but all the animals run from him.
Yeah.
His demeanor, and he only eat when he's hungry too, which is deep.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So where did that come from in your background? Just talking about God. Did you attend church regularly?
So my mom's a gospel singer. I was raised in the church. At a very young age, I experienced my first turning point in my life. I was 7 years old. I watched my pastor get murdered in front of me in church after Bible class, and that was the first time I witnessed and got to feel outside of video games, outside of shooting something on a video game and watching it in a movie. When it happens in front of you, it's different.
Yeah.
It does something to you. I've been through a lot. I watched 2 of my friends lose their life in front of me before high school, and it just, you can go right or you can go left from it. And I went, I guess I went right. I used that for use my part of my story and let people know they're not the only one going through what they're going through, and this is a way you can handle it, you know. So, but yeah, mom was raised in the church. She tried to put me in choir, that ain't work out.
Some people may say you're very deep.
People say my music can be heavy.
That's right, can be heavy. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like heavy come from going through a lot, going through real shit. That's what puts the burden on your shoulders, that kind of the world trying to weigh you down because you've been through so much. So I'm gonna give you something heavy. I don't want to give you light club, turn up songs that's just gonna be hot
Talking
for
about
now.
Molly and
Yeah, all that, you know, a bunch of shit with no substance.
Yeah.
So my music is made for, majority of my music is made for people that are about to go through something and people that have went through something. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of us have been through something. And again, I want to allow you to see that you can be yourself, 100% of yourself, be free. When I'm free when I tell my story instead of hiding it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my music is heavy. It could get deep because a lot of people been through some deep shit, you know.
And I would say even those who thought they did not go through anything, we just came out of the pandemic. And everybody can relate to something they felt or someone they lost.
Mental health, yep.
Yeah. So we're talking about mental health. I know you have a song called Mental Health.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, it's coming out.
It's coming out.
But talk about that just a little bit and about kind of the inspiration of your grandmother.
So mental health, I got my grandma leaving me a voicemail saying that she really needs, she wants to talk to me because she prays a lot, and she felt like I was going through something, and that's where ghetto prayer was being written. When I was going through something, I feel like I not needed to do something bad, but I wanted to, and I knew I could get away with it. But God, take this dark thought out of my head.
Yeah.
Shine your light on me. But mental health is, I've been through so much that I used to be ignorant to mental health, but I understand it and how important it is, right? So I'm just asking, you know, I'm just letting you know the phone calls I've been getting and the shit that's on my mind been fucking up my mental health, but I understand I need some help. So Granny, I moved out here and I came up on some money, and I wanted to fly her out here so she could experience LA. And she told me, no, I'm gonna wait for the pandemic to die down some more before I get on a plane, because you know I'm old. And then I didn't want to hear that, and I had to say okay. And she caught COVID like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and passed away. And that just, you know, that fucked my head up. So that plays a part in your mental health too, because you like, damn, maybe if I forced her to come here or bought her ticket and said you getting on that plane, maybe I could have prevented her from getting it. So, you know, a lot of shit that being a human, you live with, and you feel like some shit you could have prevented and it's your fault. And then just the phone calls from back home, such and such got shot. They just killed my RIP AP. He got drafted to the Timberwolves and then started to play overseas, and went to go pick up his son one night from his baby mama's friend's house, and the boyfriend and the baby mama was arguing, and then the guy came outside drunk and shot him in the chest while he was sitting in his car. So the phone calls I've been getting, and then the shit that's on my mind, the shit that I've been through, you know, it messes with your mental health. So I'm just letting you know, all the things that you've been through, all the L's that you took, I want you to build from it. All the stuff that you've been through, I want you to heal from it. And I'm just letting you know, the pain that I've been through, I'm gonna make a meal from it. Like, I'm gonna make money from this pain. lots of money from my pain and help, like I said, help get back in the right ways, most effective ways, you know? Yeah.
So let people know as they think about Yalee and listen to your music. What's next?
What's next is I'm coming with a project. I'm coming with a short film, undeniable short film, and an undeniable EP. It's called My Outside is Different. And at the end of the day, I feel like everybody's outside is different, no matter who you are. So we all come from a different place. We all have different scenarios growing up. We all have different struggles.
Yep.
We all have different wins, you know, different losses, different type of pain. You know, when you understand that if you have a conversation with somebody and you understand what they've been through, if people understand what a lot of people been through to get to where they at, they wouldn't hate on them.
True. This is true.
So
I think our society, I think about it as like, I always call it finish line mindsets, because people will get to the end of the marathon and see what time you came in and talk about that time, but they don't know how you train. They don't know what you did every day. They don't know what you kept out of your mouth and your diet. They don't know any of that, but they will talk about you at the finish line.
And your diet ain't just what you eat. It's who you hang around. It's what you allow your eyes to see. What conversations you allow yourself to partake in. All that. To me, that diet is more important than cutting out this type of food and that type of drink. That's the most important diet to me.
I would completely agree with that. What do you do to have fun, man? What do you do to relax?
Okay, relax.
Exercise?
I'm still learning how to have fun.
I struggle with that myself.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I struggle with that.
Because I don't really party. I don't really turn up. The old me was women. That was my high, because I don't do drugs. I don't get drunk. So women was my... And then I just, I found one woman that is for me, that God sent to me recently. So I guess being around her. What's fun to me is putting a smile on somebody's face that I love, family. That's what's fun to me, you know? They say money don't bring you happiness, but it can, in a sense, because me flying my grandmother out here costs money, and her smiling,
Yes.
that's what makes me smile. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of fun. I'm a big fan of the grind. I enjoy the journey. Yeah.
I can appreciate that so much. I mean, G knows me. It's hard for me to achieve something and celebrate that and not think about the next thing I need to be doing. And it's hard for me to really be happy with everything. I don't press pause. I don't settle. That's difficult for me. And I don't meet a lot of people who say the same thing. I promise you that.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And we from two different generations.
Two different generations.
But it's all the same.
We got a similar understanding because we've been through similar things. We have a similar diet.
And we do. We just ate. So what's funny is, right, we talk about finish line. Like, I'm from Southside Chicago. My man's from
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. It took a lot for us to walk here on Melrose.
Neither one of us is from here.
No. It took a lot for us to get here. We met each other.
That's deep.
Wanted to organize something. But I always think about when I'm here, every day is a joy because I work to get here. Nobody said, I'm just going to plant you in L.A. My father told me a long time ago, you need to get as far away from the South Side as you can and do something, because he came from a small town in Mississippi, went to the Air Force, went around the world, saw different things. He said, you need to do that.
Deep.
That's what you have done.
That's what I'm working on now.
And I told him, I've driven through Dayton, Ohio. I've been there. Get that experience.
Yeah, you get that experience for sure.
If somebody asks you top 5 singles, top 5 rappers, if you don't want to get in that, we won't have to.
Okay, top 5 rappers. Be more specifics. Top 5 rappers, what?
All time. Take your time and think on that.
Top 5 rappers of all time: Geo Martin, King Shot.
This is what I thought would happen.
DeVille.
Yep. This is what I thought would happen. We're not naming stuff that's on your radio every day.
That's 3 right there. Who else? Give me somebody else. Those the top 3 right there.
Okay. What about some of your favorite singles?
Marlene, aka my mom. Georgette, it's my grandma. And my cousins were a singing group, the Ditto Girls.
I love these answers.
I'm being honest.
No, this is exactly what I thought the answers would be. That's what I thought. I appreciate you, bro.
Nah, love. I appreciate you too. We're gonna continue this at the studio.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yalee, we're gonna go to the studio, kick back, watch him go to work.
Let's go.
We're about to go into a studio. I've always wanted to go into a studio.